to you by
Hyundai or Hyundai.
Hey everybody, I'm Yendi, and this is Odyssey with Yendi. In this space, we connect with some of your favorite people as they share their journeys. Here we have some unfiltered conversations as we deep dive into their inspirations, motivations, and experiences to inspire our own life journey.
Odyssey with Yendi, brought to you by Grace, Singer, and IslandNet Services.
This is CVM News at noon for Monday, July 21, 2025. Thanks for having joined us. I am Ronaldo Adams. Culture Minister Olivia Babsy-Grange is among the latest Jamaica Labour Party MPs backing the government's rural school bus system. Minister Grange says it's a good initiative that will help children to travel to and from school under much safer conditions. She was addressing JLP supporters in St. Ann Northeastern.
It's most bad mind why they would wish for the bus system to fail and kill off the picnic them. I've never seen anything like that in my life. That somebody who wants to lead the country, a party that wants to lead the country, would wish that the bus kill off a picnic them. That is wicked. That means a wicked set of people to even think about that.
People's National Party General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell caught the attention of party supporters in Hanover Eastern at the weekend after he delivered a speech detailing various philanthropic activities carried out over the years by opposition leader Mark Golding.
The government told our children that they are in Ukraine, where Ukraine studies, that they should get a loan to come back home. Mark Golding went in his account and take out his personal money and spend it to the students to carry them back home to Jamaica. Understand that we are talking about a caring, compassionate leader.
Plans are in place to expand the country's water. Well, we'll take a quick break, but we'll have more news when we return.
Living in a systematic adjudication area, it's time to secure what's yours. The National Land Agency is distributing titles under its systematic land registration program. Persons in St. Elizabeth and Manchester, visit the Junction Guest House in St. Elizabeth to collect your title. In St. Catherine, we're coming to you house to house. To collect your title, bring your government-issued photo ID. If someone is collecting on your behalf, they should bring a JP certified letter and their government-issued photo ID. For more information, call 876-750-5263 or visit nla.gov.jm. One agency, one goal, committed to serve you better.
My name is Dahoni Adlam.
I am 35 years of age.
I'm Ruby Smith. I'm 83 years of age. The house, what I really been into, it wasn't wholesome.
My house got burned down. It was terrible. I lost everything in the fire.
I feel so happy.
I'm happy that I have somewhere again. The new social housing program, I am happy because it gives me a second chance and others as well.
The government, through the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, is building hope, one home at a time.
Welcome back. The emergence of the Jamaica Labour Party's Rural School Bus Initiative has sparked quite a few concerns and even some backlash in the public sphere. Speaking on CVM's lead story, opposition spokesman on transport, Mikhail Phillips, took the hot seat to inform Jamaica of possible transportation-related implementations in the event that they regain power in the upcoming elections.
And I've been speaking of it over a period of years because it is one that not only involves the bringing back the JUTC to what it used to be. It also involves light rail coming from Spanish Town and Portmore. I like to go back to why it is that we're where we are. And the People's National Party in the past, in 1998, understood what the plight of the traveling public, what they were going through. Hence why, at great sacrifice, we created the Jamaica Urban Transit Company. Instead of using the smaller buses, we would convert those into the articulated buses, carrying more passengers in one haul.
In today's Small Biz Big Dreams feature, a St. Mary couple is building a brand around fried chicken with a homemade touch. Chicken Hut in Arakabesa has been winning over locals and visitors alike for almost 20 years. And the owners say their secret is simple: fresh ingredients and big flavor. And they're not shy about how it stacks up to the big name brands.
So what's special about Chicken Hut? If I'm in Arakabesa on Main Street and I want something to eat, why am I going to stop at Chicken Hut?
The chicken without a doubt. Listen, we have people passing from Kingston. So this is an ideal spot where we have people come from Kingston and they say that, hey, we have to stop at Chicken Hut and get some chicken. I have family overseas. I cannot go and visit them if I am not carrying some Chicken Hut chicken.
Is it nicer than KFC?
It definitely is. I'm not even going to be biased. It definitely is. So this is the thing. Our fried chicken. So we do offer different types of chicken. We have our barbie fry, we have our baked, but our fried chicken is our specialty. And it's always consistently good.
And there's much more to their story, from how they got started to the community that's rallied around them. And that's coming up later at News at 7 in our Small Biz Big Dreams feature, the extended version. Now, tears flow freely as loved ones recount their final interactions with 31-year-old Andrew Hilton, who disappeared Wednesday after dropping off his 8-month-old baby at the babysitter. Since then, no contact, no signs of him, and no idea where he could be, having allegedly missed work at that same day. Nika Lewis reports.
Worked for the separate group of companies in Kingston until his disappearance. On Wednesday morning, he kissed his wife of 2 years and asked her to retrieve their baby from the sitter in the evening. He then went to drop off his youngest at the babysitter's before taking a taxi for work.
The babysitter confirmed, say, he left, say, he was running late. And that was it.
His brother said they spoke via WhatsApp the Tuesday and there was no indication of fear or detachment from life. His wife agrees and says she last heard from him Wednesday morning after he dropped off their baby.
I tell him reach work and he tell me say him anyway for go like him not too long drop off a baby, him anyway for go work. that particular day at work was really hectic for me and busy, so I never get to do like normal calls throughout the day and so. I never hear from him and me never get to call him either. So when work over now, I go for the baby. Kind of tell me already to collect the baby. So I go for the baby, and when I come home now, after 6, I call him, tell him to pick up the baby, and I not get him.
She held hope that he might have gone out with friends and left the gate open well into the late morning to find he'd not come home. Their children grow anxious now as hours turn to days, and a cloud of fear and doom now hangs over this family and those who knew and worked with Andrew.
Everybody is upset, everybody is depressed, everybody is wondering what's happening. We don't know. It's not like him to just disappear without any... Yeah, it's just not like him to just disappear.
Anyone with information is being asked to contact the nearest police station or Police 119 or his family at 876-810-0476. Nika Lewis, CVM News.
We're up on a quick break, but we'll have more news when we return.
This July, the world turns to Jamaica
for the Caribbean Investment Forum, the region's premier investment event.
From July 29 to 31, the Montego Bay Convention Center comes alive
with global thought leaders, exclusive investment opportunities, high-impact deal-making sessions.
Are you ready to invest in the Caribbean's future? Book now at CaribbeanInvestmentForum.com.
Let's shape a smart, green, connected Caribbean. July 29 to 31, Montego Bay. Powered by Caribbean Export, Government of Jamaica, Jampro, EU, CARICOM, Republic Bank, and IDB.
Welcome to our place, where your imagination can blossom into something amazing.
Where you can get tertiary level education at a practical level.
Where you can be as creative as you dare.
Harnessing cutting-edge technology.
To create world-class entrepreneurs and critical thinkers.
Where even lecturers gain benefits from our experience.
Your place is the Vocational Training Development Institute, where tertiary level education and training is empowering and transforming lives.
You belong here.
Welcome back. It's now time for our discussion segment. A rise in police shootings is causing concerns with the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM. According to the recent reports, so far in 2025, 177 persons have now been shot and killed by the security forces. Since 2024, a total of 39 law enforcement officers have been charged following an INDECOM investigation. Here to deliberate the need for the use of body-worn cameras in these investigations is Deputy Commissioner Hamish Campbell. Mr. Campbell, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good afternoon, sir.
Excellent. Let's get right to the meat of the matter, shall we? Why is it you think that the body cameras for the police officers are integral to assist in your investigations?
Well, we've been saying it for many, many years now, and the police have been agreeing in the early years from 2017, 16, 17 onwards that the necessity to wear a body-worn camera isn't actually open for much discussion or argument or disagreement, either by the JCF or any other law enforcement body. What we have been asking for and urging is that the body-worn cameras need to be appropriately distributed to those very units which are engaged in some of the most high-profile incidents of fatal shootings. There's two types of shootings primarily. There's a spontaneous event where police officers come across events right in front of them, or the immediacy, armed robbery, gunmen in the street. And then there's the planned policing operation, We have been saying for some time that a planned policing operation actually should be one of the safest environments for persons to be arrested and brought before the courts. But we've seen in the last 24 months a significant increase where people are being killed in planned policing operations, where they report they are going to either search for someone who's wanted on a warrant or otherwise, or to search the property for firearms. And last year, over 40% of all those killed were killed during a planned operation into someone's private yard, house, or whatever, primarily a building of some sort. We're only halfway through this year, and 47% of the people killed so far this year, now at 179, last Friday, 47% have been killed in planned operations. And we are concerned, and it shouldn't just be Indicom is concerned, there's this inexorable rise in people being killed when the police are going to properties is extraordinary, because prior to 2024, the percentage of people killed in such operations was less than 20. In fact, it was less than 15%. And so last year, 76 people were killed in a planned operation. We're only halfway through this year and 77 have been killed. And that is an extraordinary on any analysis. And later this year, the Commission is providing a detailed granular report on the last 36 months of planned operations and where people have been killed, to understand, the public need to understand, and Parliament and the police to try to appreciate, why is this occurring? One argument is that the gunmen are suddenly becoming bolder, braver. Is that an argument? There are more gunmen to arrest, and therefore, per se, more of them are then being confronted and killed. Or are there some other issues? But within that framework lies the issue of the body-worn camera. If the body-worn camera was used and provided and equipped to those officers, we might be able to see and understand what it is that is allegedly occurring.
Okay. Deputy Commissioner Campbell, we're going to take a quick break and we'll return with our discussion segment. You're tuning in to CVM News at noon. We'll be right back.
Attention registered voters! Remember to collect your renewed voter ID card before the upcoming general election. If you registered to vote in 2016 or after and did not get your new ID card, it may have been automatically renewed. Simply visit your EOJ constituency office to collect your voter ID card. Contact the Electoral Office of Jamaica at 888-991-VOTE or 922-0425-9 for more information.
The time by Subaru is 12:15.
Welcome back to CVM News at noon. We're still in our discussion segment with the Deputy Commissioner of Indicom, Mr. Hamish Campbell. Mr. Campbell, you've highlighted the importance of body-worn cameras in safeguarding both the police and the public. What has been Indicom's direct engagement with the JCF on this issue? And have you seen any concrete steps from the security forces side to address the shortcomings in body-worn cameras deployment?
Well, Commissioner Faulkner and I, the Commissioner of Indicom and I, have met with the current police commissioner and previous commissioners yearly, so certainly Mr. Faulkner in 2020, to discuss this subject. And each year we're provided with a different explanation and a different set of explanations as to why body-worn cameras aren't available, haven't been equipped, clothing's not suitable, the camera doesn't work properly. There's a whole range of different issues, but at the moment, the JCF do actually have, certainly at the last count, probably nearly 800 body-worn cameras. And we have said and suggested that there should be a proportionate disbursement of those cameras, not just to the road traffic officers and patrolling officers, which the JCF seem to suggest. They must be the ones bearing it. And we are suggesting an action. They think that the officers engaged on planned operations, the officers going through the front door, they should be wearing the body-worn cameras, and a sharing of the available resource should be provided. But we are also advised that there's an issue of the storage and the back data. But those are matters which actually have been addressed, because we do get body-worn camera footage in respect of non-shooting incidents for officers who are accused or alleged to have assaulted somebody. Some of them are wearing body-worn cameras, and we look at those. Last year, there were 7 incidents of shootings, 2 fatal, the others non-fatal, where body-worn cameras were worn by the police officers, but in each one of those cases, they were not turned on. That matter was raised with the Commissioner and the full details provided for the police to address that matter. But there's been no incident this year of the 179 killed and some 60 people shot and injured of any police officer wearing a body-worn camera. So we are left, you are left, the public are left with a one-sided account of matters which are not always being agreed to, in fact, sometimes vehemently being disagreed with by people who are in the property at the time these shootings are taking place, or witnesses nearby who provide a very different account from that provided to us by the police.
With that being said then, Mr. Campbell, what role should Parliament or the Ministry of National Security play in ensuring compliance with transparency protocols?
Well, I'm not going to interfere on that level, but my view is that